Stop!
I'm not
Stop!
and when
Putting it on my nipple!
I might pass this information along, because since I've been doing this series, I've had a lot of people approach me about how to essentially get into doing animation and art, and I mean, this isn't take this advice as you will, like this is just something that I would pass along to people. Sure. But I figured maybe this would help some people, and it'd probably get a better scene if I could share this this with people. So if someone asked me on Tumblr, they said, I'm 15, I'm a junior in high school, and I love to animate, and I don't think I want to go to art or university, I don't want to go to art institute or a university for this, and this kid would much prefer to teach himself. And I said, that's great, dude, don't feel like you have to get an education for it, you can teach yourself, it's not impossible. And I said, here are the steps you should follow if you want to get into animation, and this probably goes for art as well. And this is the following advice I gave someone. You ready for this, Barry?
Yeah, bro, break it down.
I said, here's some stuff I recommend you doing and focusing on to get started in animation. Learn Flash or Toon Boom, two great 2D animation packages. If you're interested in 3D, try Maya, 3ds Max, or ZBrush. If you have an interest in 3D. Keep an organized folder, like I said, of reference. Find it via tutorial blogs, your favorite artists, and then break it down into different folders so it's easily found. Get your head around cinematography, watch legendary films, and keep your eye out for really good shots that are very memorable. One exercise is to take those shots and then break them down into silhouettes to help you really get that all broken down in your head a little easier. Composition, it's crazy, but that's the thing that really points the eye at the things that it needs to look at in the shot. Make friends. Talk to other artists like yourselves who are starting out. I met Aaron online on Newgrounds when I was 16, 17, and we've been friends ever since. It's important to have like-minded friends. Keep a sketchbook. Draw all the time. If you prefer to do drawing digitally, that's fine, but keeping a sketchbook is a magical thing, and it also helps with your line confidence. At least, I think so. If you want to develop your own stories, consider reading some books like Screenwriting 101, which is really a great book that's done by a guy who pretends to be the Hulk. Or On Writing, a Memoir of the Craft by Stephen King, and also Save the Cat. This one's more about selling scripts, but it's pretty interesting for breaking down the formula. Don't use it as gospel. Man, I got a lot of shit here,
dude,
but I hope I'm helping some people out there.
I'm enjoying it.
Voice act, shit, man. Just get the decent microphone, like a Yeti or anything. It doesn't matter. Just something low end when you're starting out. And do give goofy voices, do imitations, get silly. Lots of animators at least have some experience with doing voice acting. Watch stuff. Seriously, I can't stress this enough. So everything is derivative of something else, right? So watching something, you can really find inspiration for other stuff. And I feel like that is a really, really great thing. And that comes for art, illustration, animation, music, anything. Finding your inspiration is really important, is really key. And then obviously animate, because if you don't animate, you're not gonna get any better. And the same goes for if you're doing illustration, draw all the time, keep a sketchbook, get better. And here's, if you want to get into animation, I recommend The Animator's Survival Kit. This is a book that was, most animation schools recommend this. It was written by Richard Williams, the director of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and among other things. If you are not big on reading, well, you're in luck because this is mostly pictures, and it's a very good book. You can find it on Amazon, and it's like $20. And last but not least, do not stop. If you stop, the only people you see on TV and online right now that are successful, the only difference between you and them is they've been doing it for fucking nearly a decade and they never stopped. That's the only difference. Good luck. And that was my advice to young animators. Boom, there you go. Drop the mic.
That's some good advice, bro.
Thank you. I figured I'd fill the time with a little bit of art advice because we've been getting a lot of people who have been talking to us and sending us art and all that. And I like to think that, someday down the line, maybe 7 years later, I'll get some really good artists going man, I used to watch Game Grumps and,
wouldn't that be something?
I loved watching you guys draw on Art Academy and
yeah, bro.
And your cartoons that you and Aaron did, and Barry even as well, and
I'm doing some real art right here.
Man, so. I want to see more artists. I love artists. Artists give me hope for the future.
Yeah, dude.
They change the world with their art.
Ain't that the truth?
That's the truth, baby. That's the fucking truth.